Live. We are live. We are live. We are live. So, hey, how is everyone doing today? I am Corey Garrison, Presidential Diamond with Airworks Global, and today is the 15th. So, you know what that means. It means it is time for our monthly Spark Call. So, coming to you live and direct, it is April 2015 Spark Call. Pow, 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 pow. All right. So, before we get our spark, we need a little bit of energy. So, shameless product plug right here. Let's get a little energy sip so that way we can be ready for our call today. Cheers to you. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. We're going to set that right there. Excuse me. All right. Today, I have a really good message for you, right? I always have great messages, but I have a really good message for you because I'm excited because this is my first Spark Call as Presidential Diamond. Last month was triple, the month before was triple, this month is Prezi. Heck, maybe next month might even be ambassador, so that's exciting news. I want to bring something up to you real quick, and I want to say this. It's the 15th, right? It's go time, all right? Now, I tend to say it's go time a lot, and we've had an overwhelming success. We had 50 some odd promotions in 2 months ago. So that's February. We had 88 promotions last month in the month of March. On our way to having more promotions this month. We've already had a couple. I can't wait to see what the final numbers look like. Now, some of you may be thinking, hey, the double good bonus is not going on right now. There's no more double good bonus. It expired March 31st. You know, I didn't reach my goal, or maybe I reached my goal and I'm happy now, and it's time for me to take the foot off the gas. It's time for me to slow it down a little bit and just coast, you know? Like you may be thinking, hey, I hit my goal and I'm good. Or you may be saying, hey, I didn't make my goal, kind of sucks, but you know, I'll just kind of fall back and chill out for a little bit. What I need to say to both of you two that are on those two opposite ends of the spectrum is go. Go, 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 G-O. And the reason why is this. Success loves speed. We all know that, right? You may be thinking to yourself, hey, you know what? I'm going to take time. I'm going to come back, come back down to earth a little bit. I was a rocket ship. I was taking off. I was soaring high. But you know what? I'm going to come on down back to earth, and I'm going to hang out on earth for a little bit because my team is back here, right? That I'm leading from the front. My team, well, they're kind of slow, like they're not running as fast as I'm running. So let me kind of slow myself down. Let me come on back to where they are, and let me try to push them from the back of the bus to the front of the bus, right? And that is a fatal mistake and a fatal flaw that you can make. If you turn your own jets off, right? If you hit the ignition and turn that off and you come on back down to the pack, you're no longer a runner. You can't lead from the pack. You got to lead out front. You got to be out front in order to lead. You can't lead from in the pack. You can't be in the mix with everyone and leading from there because, got news for you, if you're in that pack, if you're in that mix, then you're just them. You're not a runner, If you're trying to lead from the back, that doesn't make any sense, because at that point, if you're pushing the pace of everybody and you get them up to the pace that you're at, well, you had to slow down to get them there. So it means that they're basically just running at half speed, and so are you. And then again, you're not the runner. You're not the leader. So you need to lead from the front. You have to lead from the front. And you have to find those people who want to run as fast as you're running with you. And you can find those people. If they're back there right now in the back, if you keep running forward and pushing forward, sooner or later they're going to meet you or they're going to run past you, And if you get a runner that runs past you, oh, it's on. It's game time at that point because now you got competition, and you know that if you have success, then they're going to have success, or they have success, and you're going to have success. And at the end of the day, you both are working towards the same goal. So that should be what you guys are focusing on, okay? Lead from the front, not from the back. If you slow down, if you decide to take a step back, if you decide to take your foot off the gas pedal, your team's going to do the same thing. They're going to do the same exact thing that you do, So, they're not going to say, oh, you know what? I understand why, blank, fill in your name, Ashley, Brian, Corey, Derek, Erica, Felicia, whatever your name is, they're not going to say, oh, you know what? I totally get why, my leader came on back down to where I am to try to help push me from there. No, they're going to look at that and say, oh, well, you know what? I guess they weren't running that fast. So I guess, their foot's off the pedal. So you know what? I guess I'll do the same thing, so make sure that you guys lead from the front. Okay. The next thing, so I just want to put a post up real quick. Cool. Make sure you guys are leading from the front. The next thing that I want to bring up to you is something that I think is pretty awesome. And what do I think is pretty awesome? We are on the pace. We're on schedule. We're on the path to being $1 billion brand. Okay. You have the opportunity to be on the ground floor, literally the ground floor level of $1 billion brand. Airworks Global has been around for 14 years now, going on 15. And you may think, wow, a company that's been around 15 years, they probably got 100 levels of floors, but no, like you guys are on the ground floor opportunity. Also know that you guys have $1 million opportunity. Okay. You're on the ground floor of $1 million opportunity. It's like, the Upper East Side condos, like the mega multi condos that they're putting in. You're on that ground level and you get to pick out which condo you want to be a part of. Now here's the catch. You have to be willing to work for that condo. You have to be willing to work for it. But here's the right hook. Here's the whammy. If you're willing to work for it, you'll have so much success. You'll have everything that you need. All your needs will be met. I promoted to Presidential Diamond. I got $100,000 good bonus for promoting to Presidential Diamond. Presidential Diamond make on average $16K a month. My wife, Patrice, is a Presidential Diamond as well. We are two separate Presidential Diamonds living in the same roof, same house, same roof. How did we get to that point? We were willing to work for it. There's something that happened when Patrice went presidential, probably like a year or so ago. I don't remember the exact date or month, but almost about a year or so. She actually got a trophy in the mail. She got a trophy in the mail. She got a name badge and she got a bell. I like the bell. But this trophy right here is actually what the company, you guys can see it. It's kind of cool. It looks like my face is in there like a hologram, right? It's like, hello, Corey, congratulations for promoting. But my trophy's coming. My trophy's coming in the mail. And when I saw this award, the competitor inside of me, the runner inside of me, the I want to be the best at everything inside of me said, you know what? I'm going to work my butt off. I'm going to bust my hump and I'm going to get one of those trophies. I'm going to get that name tag that doesn't just say VIP, because I got a name tag on my triple that says VIP. I want the name tag that says executive VIP. I'm not executive, I'm sorry, elite VIP, excuse me. I want that name tag. I want that trophy. I want that bell. I want the status. I want the recognition that comes with reaching that plateau. I want the paycheck too that comes with reaching that plateau. And that's what I did. I worked my tail off. I worked my butt off to get to that point. It's a lot of early mornings and late nights. When I hang up with you guys, I got to go and hop on another conference call. And then I'll probably be working for another 4 or 5 hours, sleep for 2 or 3, wake back up and do it all over again. That's what I was willing to sacrifice in order to get to the point that I'm at. That's what you guys need to make the decision. Are you willing to put those sacrifices in? Are you willing to bust your hump to get the trophy and the recognition? Or are you willing to bust your hump to make a better life for, your kids? Maybe you have a son, a daughter, maybe you have, a toddler or a elementary school age kid. Maybe you're a single mom or a single dad, or maybe you're, married and, you or your spouse, you don't get to spend a lot of time with your children because you got to go. Mommy or daddy has to go to the 9 to 5. Mom and dad has to get up 6 o'clock in the morning, get the kids ready, drop them off at daycare, go to work, spend 8 hours there, drive back home, fight through traffic, sitting there twiddling your thumbs on the Beltway or Expressway or whatever. pick the kids back up from after school care, bring them home, do some homework, cook them dinner, and go to sleep and wake up and do it again. You're just like one of those, wake up and go to sleep parents. You wake your kids up and you put them to sleep, and that's the only time that you see them. Maybe you don't want that life anymore. Maybe you want to be able to spend the time with your kids. Maybe you just want to own your own time. Maybe you don't have kids. Maybe you want to own your own time. Or maybe you want to be able to, give back, what your parents gave to you. This business can help you do that as well, So at this point, I'm talking to everyone. I'm talking to people that are in the business, and I'm talking to people that are looking at this business. This business has the opportunity to change lives. You can change who you are. You can change what you are, and you can also do the same for others. Whether it's others in the business or those that are connected or dependent or supported by you. You can make that decision. There's a statistic that says that the average American family, 300 to $700 a month is basically like that takes them above the poverty line, or that gets them caught up on their bills, or gets their credit cards paid off, or their mortgage up to date, or whatever the case may be. Can you think of one person, 2, 3, maybe 5 people who would love to make some extra money? Can you think of 5 people who would love to help people get better health and better wellness? Can you close your eyes and think of that? You got your mom, you got your dad, you got your coworker, your college friend, and your neighbor. That's 5 right there. What if you could start a business that would pay you a king's ransom to just share a product? What if you can share a lifestyle or share an opportunity? Would you do it? I would, and I did, and I've been doing this business for 2 years. I'm 2 years and 2 months into it. I've promoted almost to every rank in the company. I got one more rank left. That's what I'm working on. And the cool thing is when you get the ambassador, you get an even bigger trophy. So we gotta make a trophy shelf in the house so that we can display all the hardware. But long story short, guys, 2 messages I want to leave. If you are thinking about joining this business, do it. Just flat out, it's the best decision I ever made. But if you're in this business and you're thinking about growing your business to the next level, then do it. That's it. Like there's nothing more that needs to be said. There's no other, sweet candy, sugar, gumdrop, raindrops way of saying it. Basically, it's just do it. Decide what you want. Decide what you want to be. Figure out that you're willing to work for it, and then go and execute. Sure, you could fail. Sure, you can succeed. Sure, it may be tough. Sure, it may be easy. But at the end of the day, if you are working towards getting what you want done, does any of that matter? Like when I look back at the last year of my life, if I say, man, I had a bunch of like sleepless nights, or I had a bunch of, days that I was tired because I was working from sun up to sundown, none of that matters. You know why? Because I've reached what my goal was at the time. My goal was to promote the presidential, and I accomplished that. So the sacrifices that I had to make to get there, they're null and void. That doesn't matter. I know that I've been able to change my life forever. You put a deposit in, which is your sacrifice, you'll be able to take a withdrawal out, which is your success. And that's what I did, guys. So long story short, it's the 15th. We got 2 more weeks left in this month, okay? That's more than enough time for you guys to kick it into high gears, more than enough time for you guys to rock and roll, to bang, 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 and get to where you're headed, okay? Success loves speed. You cannot run and lead from the back. You can't run and lead from the pack, and you can't run and lead from the back. Get out front, stay out front, and encourage those to meet you or beat you. If you want to beat me, you got to outwork me. You got to out-hustle me. You got to be tougher than me. Have that same attitude and that same mindset towards your team. They will reciprocate that. That will become embedded into them. That'll be what they are. That'll give them moxie. That'll give them mustard. That'll give them gumption. That'll give them know-how. That'll give them oomph. And then you'll create a conglomerate of people that are like-minded. You'll create a conglomerate of people that are pushing forward towards the same goal, and you're going to be able to lead them from the front. So success loves speed. Get off your butts, get rolling, get kicked off, get going. There's a big announcement coming up on Saturday. Don't know what it is. Maybe I do know what it is. Guess you just have to wait and find out till Saturday. So I'm telling you, when this announcement comes, you're going to look back on this video and you're going to say, oh, I think Corey was trying to tell me something. It's time to get off my butt. It's time to lead from the front. It's time to push forward. It's time to work towards being diamond, double, triple, presidential ambassador. It's time to work towards getting my good bonuses. It's time to work towards changing lives. So wait till Saturday. Lead from the front. That concludes the Spark Call. I thank you all for joining in with me. I thank you all for hanging out with me. Till then, I'll catch you guys later.